So this is probably one of my most widespread applications of Roundup. It's weed and grass killer. So I think this is just the standard glyphosate, and it is, I mean, boy, does it really say only 2%? So looks like it has another active ingredient in there besides glyphosate. Acid. So what I'm trying to do here is just get it on the plants that I'm looking to kill. So I did what the guy on YouTube had recommended, or at least what he did. It was put a sponge with a pipe strap over the tip, and then I can actually paint it right on the things that I want to get rid of. So I've been doing that. I've been trying it on things like English ivy. I've been pulling that out, and I just figured, you know what, let's go ahead and kind of paintbrush it on there. And then this here is Japanese honeysuckle here. So I was putting it on that, and just trying to go through. Now normally I just pull this stuff out. So here's this one growing way up high, and this stuff is easy to identify because it's got a red vine, and so this is really much less concentrated than I thought it was, but it does seem to work. It takes, I think some people say it takes up to 2 weeks, which gets me wondering, I mean, am I doing the right thing here? I don't really know. Whereas typically I pull this stuff out, but I'm gonna just try this approach and see, maybe this will get all the way into the roots and kill the source plant instead of just killing the stuff on top. So, and I understand that glyphosate turns pretty inert as soon as it hits the soil, and it only really affects green plants. Here's another type of weed that I don't know what it is. I don't think I ever even researched what this one is, but I get these all over the place. So I'm trying it on them too. And I just don't know how much is going to be enough of this stuff if it's only 2%. So I guess we'll find out. So this may not be strong enough for these things with like real stems like this, but I thought, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And maybe if I get enough of it on there, and it's pretty targeted here, so it's going to be interesting to see. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take any effect, or if I'm even going to be able to remember, what I put it on. But it would be nice to see this just make all the things that I don't want in here disintegrate. That would be wonderful, but that's a little high expectations, I think. As you can see, this stuff is pretty thick, and there's lots of weeds that I don't even know where they are. English ivy is really probably the least of my concerns at this point. It was something that I went nuts on when I first moved in here. Now this fish mint is showing up everywhere, and I've read that it's pretty bad. So this is one I'll remember to see how it affects this plant here. And I don't know whether this stuff is going to be better to get on the underside of the leaves or the top side. I don't know which is going to be better. Another thing that I've got a lot of is this clematis stuff right here, it is just going nuts all over the place. And I don't know whether to kill it or not. Got a lot of honeysuckle, which this is probably more of that. And I'm guessing that I really probably want to get rid of all my honeysuckle. Now, because I've got a honeysuckle plant, I'm probably going to continue to get this amber honeysuckle everywhere, but it's a decent hedge divider over here. And maybe it's going to be time to take this out, but that's it there, and it's completely overhead up here. So I don't know whether I should eliminate that or not. My neighbor has another plant over there in kind of the same spot, so maybe I really ought to get rid of this honeysuckle. It's actually really close to this magnolia that it's possible this magnolia could have some stems pop out of it down lower if it had a chance. And it's an evergreen, so that might make a lot more sense. So that could probably help me out a lot if I got rid of this honeysuckle here. I don't know what these things here are. Some of them are fuzzy and supposedly not bad. I don't know. But I understand anything that is something you don't want growing where it's grown is a weed. And I got lots of those. But I do like that the landscape is mostly green and really doesn't require active maintenance all the time. Fish mint. Now, the fish mint is also probably pretty hopeless because there's an amazing patch over. Hopefully I'll show it in a minute.